So I've lived a pretty fulfilling life for where I sit. I took a lot of damn good bets, and I play a hard game. I made a decision 1,118 days ago, and it changed everything. And through it, you might think, Austin, was it the girl that you found? No, it's not that. Austin, was it the software that you released? No, it's not that. Was it the six figures out? No, it's not that. The one thing that I did, I'll show you real quick, all right? And in this video, this is going to be a shocking video because I'm going to show you my bank balance from where I started. I living in a sailboat to where I am right now. This is going to blow you away, right? Ready for this? Right here. Wacha, okay? 1,118 days ago, I created my Old School RuneScape account, all right? Now look at this beast, all right? Isn't he intimidating? Man, he's so kidding. He's an Iron Man. If you don't know what that means, man, he's built a different way where he had to do everything himself. So if I show you my bank, you'll kind of see some accomplishments. And a lot of this ain't gonna mean a lick of anybody, but what you will notice, okay, I'm loaded up on the kit. I got, for example, an abyssal whip as an Iron Man in a 2-year sprint. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. I got $1.3 million right here in cash. Okay. I got the full Blood Moon set. Top corner, I got a Separate Times helmet. Okay. Yeah, we got D boots. Whoa, we got, I'm sitting pretty good. This is. It's not the bank balance you guys wanted to see. Oh man. Well, hey, I will hang in there just a little bit longer, right? So I'm gonna take it back. Okay. Well, we'll jump into something else, right? I have one more thing to share with you. This right here. Okay. Do you know what this is? This is that same game. This is Old School RuneScape. This is Tutorial Island. You see the little chef? This is a little chef on Tutorial Island. This is a recreated masterpiece by Claude Opus, where it one-shotted Tutorial Island. Right now I'm at the spot where I think I need to get a net. So let's see if I can talk to him. Awesome. All right, let's see if we can find some shrimp somewhere. Oh, there's some shrimp. Oh, let's hit on them. See if we could get some shrimp going over here. Okay. So as I try to fish, okay, what just amazes me is like to the degree that we are able to get to a point where it's not fully there. And this is one of the most complex games that you could probably take on. But for what, maybe I have to click on it because there we go. You know what? Silly me. Where's that little, I'm gonna click on some shrimp and we are definitely starting to fish right now. So, yeah, this is where it started. I was at Tutorial Island about 1,118 days ago. And at the same time that all of this was going on, okay, you won't believe it, but my life kind of took a turn. So, at the moment I created that account, I was at a crossroads in my life. I was living on this sailboat that I'm going to share and show with you. But prior to the sailboat, I was working at a nonprofit where I wasn't making that much money. I live in a small town. Technology is it's not really to the degree of it's not a career in South Texas to what it is in other parts, So I really had to strike it out of myself and make something out of myself. And everything I have to do, it's on an unsteady plane, especially when I was first starting out. I started businesses, lost businesses, made money, lost money, ended up in a boat. But here it is. Let's do a little show and tell of my living quarters. So here's a tour of where it all started. This right here is my Bayliner Buccaneer. 77, right? She's seen better shape, but the lights still work. And it had all the luxuries a man could ever need. You had a master bunk. You had a... Ooh, check out this bathroom. I even have a heater, okay? Space heater. The nice little latrine. You could charge your little appliances right there. Oh. Here's the kitchen. Make sure to wipe down every single day. And yeah, this is it. Oh, and here, the first mention of Pirate's Bargain. Put that on the day I bought the boat. Yes, sir. You got to have something to shoot for from the start. When I started off, I was level 3. And now I feel like I'm all kidded. Living on the boat, working at the nonprofit before I was going in the boat. I worked in this mental health, and it focused on the community. This small town. It was all the local small towns and all that. But what I was doing is I was working in a cubicle. Right, I was making $30,000 a year. It was pretty shitty. And I was going through all these case files one after another, to be case file after case file after case file. People struggling, they're sinking. And the one trend that I kept on coming across on all of this is that there was a lack of transportation. There was a lack of people able to navigate. That was what it was. And whenever I jumped on that boat, I didn't have a car. I stepped in the shoes of the people that I try to help and where I'm trying to focus my resources and what this next mission is we need to not pull up a drawbridge. We're trying to help launch people on their own plane so that at the end of the day, the one saying that keeps coming in my head after living on a boat for a while, a rising tide raises all ships. I'd rather have more capable people on the water right now than ever. Take what I have, build with it, innovate. I'm a very capable developer, but I'm a master in what is this silly video game. I'm a master in what is this programming language that I kind of found myself in. Now for the fun part. I'm going to be sponsoring the Dash open source framework. I'm going to be working with individuals that understand the programming language. I'm going to not only just give you the resources to build and innovate and create on your own platforms, but I'm also going to start sponsoring people directly. Okay. I have over $1,000 that I'm going to be giving away in what is this first month. The goal and the intent of this project is to hopefully just have some fun. The projects that I have listed, I think that you're going to find interesting. And this isn't just you can only win one event. One person could come in here, and if you're a monster, you could take the whole lot. I would be more than happy to give a single person $1,000 Claude Code subscription. So how this works is that I am willing to offer per event a single winner. Okay, the events are going to be event number 1. In 31 days, okay, create an Old School RuneScape Ironman account. Okay. And whoever gets the farthest in what is their journey in that game, you win. You could play this as you code, okay? You could just create an account, and if nobody else creates an account, you get $200, all right? It's that, honestly, I don't care. I don't care, okay? Now, going on to event number 2, all right? The boilerplate, all right? The boilerplate.toplot.dev is extremely powerful. It's what I use to create all of the applications within the network, and it's going to be a growing and more referred to tool. The reason why is because I've stacked it. I've deliberately, set it up with the capabilities and the tools that are needed to allow you to create something that would easily get on the web, but also be a very capable source in what is the current Dash framework and AI and kind of building in this new workflow. Okay, so any project goes. All it has to do is it has to have this as the chassis. All right, you could have anything that you are interested in. If it's in a Dash documentation boilerplate and you use that as the initial launch for it, you're good. Okay, it could be anything. All right. Event number 3, the component index, right? I have just relaunched over 10 open source components that are currently supported for the Dash 4.1 ecosystem, okay? Anyone that has an actual image on it, these are the ones that are currently built out and maintained for the current Dash. These other ones, they still work. They will work, but they're not perfectly perfected for what is the Dash 4, framework, and they're not going to work with Flask backends and all the other stuff. So there's a lot of more work to be had. But ideally, what I'm saying is that even just within these components alone, like if you go into Dash Leaflet 2, this is a really cool one. And I know that a lot of you guys have really liked the Panellum, which gives you a first-person perspective. But any of these components could be submitted, and ideally, all I'm just trying to see is hey, have fun. If you like maps, create a really cool map application, or combine multiple of these, because there's multiple different components within what is this network, and you can kind of mix the lot, and add new stuff, create your own new stuff. The whole goal is just to kind of see what you guys are able to create and innovate and what is this new system.
So event number 4, whomever creates the best video about anything to plot AI, you win. All right. Now you could literally take this video, you could just clip a 3-second video, and if you're the only one who submits anything on to plot AI on this video, you win. Right. So it's literally, participation will probably win you $1,000, because I don't know if you know this, but let's just take a second and look at the form. Right. I have been posting for over a month quality content, just trying to strike up a conversation with anybody, trying to help the Dash open source, in any way I can, right? And if you look at all of my posts, anything I create about anything, like, I get a lot of views, but nobody will mention me. Nobody will strike up a conversation. It's sad. It really is. It's depressing. So anyway, what I'm saying is like, if you create any video, ideally create something unique, and just have a conversation, or maybe back and forth. That'd be cool. Or whatever. Clip mine, translate it in another language. Anything goes. Whoever is able to do the most, and it makes sense. Like, hey, you win $200. All right. Now the last event is find a bug. Whoever pokes the hardest throughout all of the network, the components, and they're able to find something like, "Ayo, that's an issue." Man, I appreciate it. Whoever spots the biggest issue in the network, you win, right? And it could be, if nobody submits a bug, it could be a spelling error. And I guarantee you, if you look through all the documentation and the code, if you do not find a spelling error in my catalog, it's pretty obvious, you'll find it. I speak my own dialect, it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty obvious. But yeah, so these are 5 separate events, and the way that I'm hosting it is that I'm gonna sponsor people with $200 Claude Max subscriptions, okay? Or alternatively, you can have $300 in what is the 2Plot AI network, where we're going to have generative tools. We're going to have, you get a lot more out of it, but it's a new network. I understand. I would personally take the Claude Code subscription, but if you really want to, jump on, if you really want to kind of work with me more, then that $300 2Plot AI, credit, it's, you can buy anything on the network. You can buy any of my junk that I have on for sale at the e-commerce shop. If you want to buy anything, it's a little bit more money, than the $200 Claude subscription. But ideally, what I'm saying is that a single person could win it all. You could take home the whole lot. If nobody else plays, or no one cares, whatever, man, you barely scratch the surface of it. 30 minutes, you knock them all out, and you're the only submission. Congrats, you win. All right, whoever, and I mean absolutely whoever has the best content, you win. All right, so go through it. It's all here, and check out the links to the subscription, because this is going to be judged over what it is this month, and I'm excited to see what you guys have to share, and I'm excited to give back. And with that, thanks for joining. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in what is that next one.